Please, somebody remove these cutleries from my knees. You remember that?
If you please.
Dude, I don't remember who it was, but somebody hated that. Was it you? Somebody hated that show, and I loved Flight of the Conchords.
Is this the beginning? Are we started?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay.
Does that upset you?
No, it's just I was going to come in with the song and then didn't know we already started, so I didn't want to make it awkward.
Save it for the next one.
Yeah, but it is relevant to this episode. Never mind.
Okay, all right, ready?
Never mind.
No.
Nope, not doing it now.
No, we're rolling.
You missed your opportunity.
We're rolling. I could cut it and go. You ready?
Yep.
We're not going to cut it.
Do we know?
All right, here's the deal. Guys, welcome to Real Awkward, the podcast of 1,000 suns.
Yeah.
I never say that. This is the best damn podcast you've heard
Today.
My name is Andy.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Ashley.
And this is our box office throwback episode of 2002. Dude, we haven't hit Barbara Brown in a long time.
We haven't hit her.
Barbara Brown.
We haven't hit that bitch.
Hit that bitch.
Get Barbara.
Amanda, what's a box office throwback?
Okay, so I don't have a spiel for this one yet. Basically, here's the deal. We're going to pick a year. We're going to start at the top of the list, work our way down. We're going to talk about the movie that made the most money.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to go from the most best to the kind of most best of whatever year.
And that year is 2002. What hit in the box office? Were you around? Do you remember these movies? We love going down this memory lane, so hang out with us.
Andy's particularly fond of this year because this is the year he
this
became
is
a man.
The year No, I became a man way later. 2002 was the year I graduated.
Oh, that means you've already passed your 20-year reunion.
Yeah, old as F. You know what my daughter did, Amanda? My daughter says, while we're on the couch working on our busted ceiling, Cam's on the couch with Ash, and she goes, why does Daddy have all that white hair up there? Why's Daddy got this white hair patches? And Ash goes, honey, that's what happens when you get old. And I'm like, I hate my life. I'm so old now. Yeah, I had my 20-year reunion. I did not go, mainly just because, honestly, I think we were busy because it was last year. We were moving.
You know what it made me
we
realize?
were moving and stuff.
You know what I realized? 'Cause mine is next year.
Yeah.
And it made me realize that anybody who had kids after high school, like right after high school, has adults now.
Yep.
Amanda's eyes just got so big.
Literally, my best friend has an 18-year-old. And I'm like, what? Like, bro, we went to Little League together when we were 6 years old. How do you have an adult?
And you have technically adult children.
Yes.
See, I was thinking about the other day that, like, Chris's nephew, his middle nephew, just turned 16. And I don't know why I was thinking about it, but I was like, oh, I'm not that much older than them. But then I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I'm old enough to be his mom.
Yep.
Like,
gotta reel it back.
I was like,
You're like,
oh
whoops.
my.
So anyway.
Yeah. No. Okay. So if you were graduating high school in 2002, Ashley, does that mean you were a sophomore?
Yes.
Okay. And I was starting high school 2002. Like ending 8th grade, starting 9th grade.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I feel like I might remember a lot of these box office throwbacks on this one is because I was transitioning from graduating that June to going into college immediately that fall.
Yeah.
Of film school.
You don't think you were too busy with school and ladies?
Definitely
Film
not
school.
the lady part.
I don't know. I heard she kept you pretty busy.
Oh, wait. No, that's true. Yes, that sucked. Parts of it. But yes, I think we did go to a lot of movies with either the guys from college or the girlfriend. So I think I'll know a lot of these.
All right. So what's number one then?
Ooh, Passion of the Christ.
That's funny.
Am I right?
No.
Dang it. Okay.
I mean, you know what my guess is for every year, so I'm just gonna
It
hedge
ain't
my
Star
bets.
Wars.
Dang it!
Amanda just asked Star Wars
Cutting
every
you
time.
off.
But wait, was Star Wars in 2003 then? The third one?
I guess we'll have to find out
Revenge of
next
the Sith?
episode.
Okay, Harry Potter.
That was last time.
Was it?
Yeah, that was last.
That was
That was the
1999 though, right? Or
No, 2001.
Oh, 2001. Okay.
yeah. So what
Shoot.
humongous hit came the year after Harry Potter?
Well, okay, hold on. Spider-Man was in. Ooh, was it Spider-Man? Was it Spider-Man, Amanda? Because think about this. X-Men was 2000. Was Spider-Man 1 year after that or like a year and a half? Like did it
Or was it X2?
Or was it X2? See, for some reason 2003 feels like some of those big ones as well.
Or was it like Toy Story 2?
Oh.
When the fuck did that come out?
Okay.
I don't think it was that late. The first Toy Story was like 95.
Oh yeah, 95 and then
I
don't know.
I'm okay. This is where we find out that like remembering years of things, it does not stay with me.
Well, now
I can remember like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that in the theater, but I couldn't tell you how old I was.
Well, but I mean, I would assume it'd be easier as we get older, but it's like now they all blend together because
Yes.
we watched
Yes.
more and more and more. So, okay, I'm sticking with Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man was Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2002, but I could be wrong, but I think so. What about you, Amanda?
I'm gonna say I don't know. I was trying to think of a Disney movie.
Sticking with Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars
It's a
isn't
Star
bad.
War.
It's not a bad guess because I feel like
Well,
we're
Ashley
towards
just
the.
told me I'm wrong.
I feel like
Yeah.
we're towards the. No, that's just
Well,
that's not number one.
If
but-
I'm honest with you, Amanda,
fair.
it doesn't matter what you say because Andy's right.
Yay!
Oh shit!
Ba-da-ba-ba.
What do you win?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I win being sad
Pizza
that,
time.
that Sam Raimi didn't get to continue the Spider-Man series because there was stuff I wanted to watch.
Wow, what a downer. What do you win? Sad memories.
I'm sad that I'm flying.
Strong sad.
Okay, so Spider-Man was at number one?
Yes.
Yes. And a hero can save us.
Oh.
I'm not going to stand there and wait.
Banger. That whole album is a banger.
Okay, so do
I
you
don't give
know
a shit.
what the top song of 2002 was?
Josie Scott.
Hero.
Nickelback.
Hero.
This is how you remind me of what
fine.
I
Oh,
really
Nickelback.
am.
Nickelback?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that Nickelback had their like debut and they did that song. The only reason is because that Silver
Chalk and
Side
Blanket.
Up album was where they got like
The bomb?
That's where they got really popular. Before
Yeah.
people shit on them. Like I remember
that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Nickelback. Everybody likes to shit on Nickelback, but everybody listened to that.
They all know
Right?
lots of songs from Nickelback.
Yes.
Yes. Right.
Like everybody knows the words to the "This is how you remind me."
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
It's not like you to say sorry.
Because he's Canadian. Is he
Yeah.
Canadian? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he rhymes it with story.
Oh, got it.
So he pronounces
Yeah.
it sorry.
But see, everyone also knows Photograph, and everyone also knows. Oh, there's another one in there. There's another one. But
They're all-
yes,
They're all just
Don't they have, like,
jealous.
isn't it like Rockstar? or
yeah,
something like that?
Rockstar. Everyone knows those three. I feel like everyone knows Photograph, Rockstar, and This Is How You Remind Me. So
Yeah.
back to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So top grossing.
Yeah.
X-Men kicked ass. Spider-Man comes in, kicks ass. I imagine that grossed some
Kicks
ridiculous
ask.
ask. I am
403.71 million.
Woohoo.
Wow.
Now, don't tell me the second one, but how far is the money difference off from 1 to 2?
60 million.
Ooh, so okay.
Dang.
So this might be a harder one because I know Spider-Man was the movie of the summer. Also, did you like Spider-Man before we move on?
They're great. The first
You should have just had that be your review. They're great.
They're great.
Yeah.
Moving on.
good.
No, recently Lincoln and I have been watched them, and It definitely is a Sam Raimi movie.
Sure.
It's a very different vibe
Right.
from the other ones. It's campier. It's funny because it's campy and pretty violent at the same time. So it's a little like, oh. But they're really good. I love Willem Dafoe. I think he's bananas. And so...
Yes, he did a good job with the split
he's a
personality
great-
thing.
Yeah, he's great.
Also, Tobey Maguire, they shot the scene of him in his bedroom right when they first started filming. It gave him 6 months to bulk up. And that's why he looks how he does in that scene where he gets bit by the spider. And then when he wakes up in the morning, he has all those muscles. He said he literally went on like this crazy regiment and worked out every day and ate nothing but like protein, chicken, rice. And he said it was miserable, but that's how you got the 2 shots between each other, which was freaking crazy.
Sure. Well, then...
Yeah.
The scene where he's in the cafeteria catching the tray and like Mary Jane slips and then he catches a tray and then catches everything on the tray. That's not
It's practical.
fake.
Yeah,
it's practical.
that's
He
crazy.
caught it. It took him.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess it was like hours of him doing this shot over and over and over and over and over. And so everything you see that happens there is him really catching everything on the tray.
That's pretty rad. I think that Spider-Man has some iconic stuff to it. I think that's the first time you saw that type of level of 3D with like a human movement. You know what I mean? Especially because Spider-Man's so fluid, like the stuff that he has to do. I didn't hate that they went the Green Goblin route, which I think you should, since that's you always have to go with like the main villain.
Galby.
Galby, which is different than that's Dobby. That's a sidebar. We'll talk about it on the Patreon. So I think a situation with Spider-Man, why it did so well, I think is because X-Men did so well. So I think it was like a domino effect. I will say it was weird that Tobey Maguire was like 35 years old playing a high schooler.
A teenager?
Because so I guess in that scene, you remember when he stops the train? Does he stop the train in the first one, or is that the second one?
Second one.
So in the second one, he's on the ground and he gets unmasked. The guy over him is younger than he is, but the guy's line is, "He's just a kid, no older than my son." And literally,
Right.
Tobey Maguire's older than the guy saying the line. So I think that it was interesting that they cast him and he squeezed in being. I mean, he has a young looking face, so it's okay. But
He's a very, and he's got sort of a squeaky voice.
Yeah.
He's a very good Peter Parker.
Yeah.
He's not my favorite Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but he's a really good Peter Parker. I would say for being early 2000s, that's the best Spider-Man we're going to get for the time.
Fair. Funny enough, my favorite Peter Parker is Andrew Garfield, because I felt like he had the cockiness that Peter Parker has.
I think Andrew Garfield is a better Spider-Man than he is Peter Parker.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
We should do a Spider-Man episode, guys.
We should.
I think didn't we already?
Yes,
I thought we
did.
did
That's
already.
the point I was making.
Oh, okay.
Right. So
I thought this was just me forgetting
we won't
recorded
stay
an
on
episode
Spider-Man.
again.
I know
which it
that
was.
this has been a little bit running, but
Sure.
number 2 in the list, I'm only going to give one guess here. I'm going to say The Matrix Reloaded.
Amanda.
I don't know.
She
when
don't
movies
know
come
anything.
out, so
It's Lord of the
I'm
Rings,
just-
The Two Towers.
Oh, they came out like year at like I assumed there was time between them, like
No.
significant time. But didn't they film them all at once?
Oh, because that's something Peter Jackson does, right? He
Yes.
likes to film them all together, or at least close to it.
Now I know one of the answers for next year. Cool. If I remember.
So do you like The Two Towers? Do you remember enjoying it?
Okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna upset people.
Uh-oh.
No, hold on. I think they're really good movies. I think they're beautiful. I think the story is great. They're just so fucking long.
They are long because Frodo.
The movies are
Frodo
just
walks down a hill, and the next
Yes.
scene he walks down a hill,
It's
and the next scene
only
he
3
walks down a
hours.
hill. It's only
And-
3 hours, and that's the short version.
Andy played Zelda
Yes.
today for like 4 hours straight.
I did
mean,
Zeldies, baby.
Well, I can't do that. So maybe it's just that I don't know. Maybe I'm a goldfish or something, but like I cannot do 3 solid hours and like so unfortunately, I end up like wanting to take a break, and then I
Yeah.
don't come back to it.
Now, I will tell you, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. I remember I thought the first Lord of the Rings was awesome enough that I was stoked for this one. I don't remember a lot of it other than the Two Towers. You got Sauron's Tower, and then this second one that was ran by weird white wizard. I forget his name.
Oh, the creepy old guy.
Yeah, I forget his name. I feel bad. People,
Wait, are we talking about Saruman, or are you
yes,
talking about
Sauron.
Okay, because I remember there was
It's
like
Sauron.
this, like-
Sauron and Sourman.
yes, I just remember there was this other king, and he's all like fucked up, and he was like, "You have no power here," and it was very like
I remember that. He's like old looking, right? Like,
yeah, and it's almost like Emperor Palpatine
Yeah.
or something. But
I only remember in that movie the wizard fight. I don't remember anything else from the Two Towers. I only remember Gandalf and Sauron having a wizard battle, which I thought was really fun. And then
I think it's hard for me because I watched all three of them at my friend's house, like within like 2 weeks when they, after all of them had come out.
Yeah.
And so no, I saw the third one in the theater. Okay, no, we watched the first two over like 2 days, and then we went and saw the third movie.
Okay.
And so for me, they're all like slammed together.
Right. It's hard to separate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could not
Because
tell
I don't rewatch them.
I don't know what Frodo was doing. Like, I don't remember, because he meets Gollum in the first one, right? Doesn't he? Or maybe
so.
not. See, I don't know. Now I don't know. Now I'm even
Let me tell you.
mixing it
Let
with
me
The
tell you.
Hobbit.
I'm not gonna watch them to find out. So
Fair. All right. Maybe my kids one day will get into it and we can watch all the Star Wars and Lord
Oh,
of the
please,
Rings.
have you seen
but-
their attention spans?
Yeah, I know. 7 seconds in, they're like, "This is what she." We watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2 last night, and Cammy turns to me slowly, goes, "This is boring,"
And it was her choice to watch it.
and I'm like, "You son of a bitch!" Like, fine, go watch some ADHD movie with lots of lights and colors. I don't know what to tell you. I thought
Yeah,
Guardians
lately
had
Lincoln-
plenty.
it does. Yeah,
yeah.
lately Lincoln's been like, "This is boring. I'm bored," and I'm like,
You're like,
"Go play with toys. Then
do-
you have 1,000.
Go kick rocks, kid.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Okay, so box office throwback. We got Spider-Man and then Lord of the Rings. After that,
Lord of the Rings.
I'm not going to guess anymore. You just jump at it and we'll talk about them because I don't think I know.
Just jump at it, Ash.
Jump. I've never.
Star Wars.
Oh.
God damn it.
Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
Episode 2. sir.
Sorry. Yeah.
So Attack of the Clones.
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm in a minority of people. I like Attack of the Clones, where I hear a lot of people be like, "That one was like weird. I don't even know. Like, there's like clones
Well,
and like an army
okay.
and like Dooku and what?"
So-
yeah,
I really like Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think that there are certain parts of that movie that are really great, and I think there are certain parts that are terrible. But unfortunately, this is where now Anakin is an adult,
yes,
and you're watching him have these like really uncomfortable feelings for Padme.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can I retract my statement? For some reason, I'm mixing that up with with Pirates of the Caribbean. I remember. I don't know why. I don't know why. But because I like number 2 and no one likes number 2.
Oh,
Because I like Davy Jones.
it's okay.
But
I'm on a totally different page now.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to confuse everyone. No, Anakin, Hayden Christensen is the worst effing actor in the world in that movie. I cannot stand him in that movie. Sorry, master. I'm a creepy little boy. I'm going to stare Padme down with my creepy eyes.
He was like leering at her.
Yes.
And it's like you want to know what leering means? Go watch that movie. Like he
Yes, you're right.
he was
You're right.
and it's the whole like I hate sand. It's cause and it gets
Gets
everywhere. He's just this moody teen. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Yeah.
And then at the end, they're like magically together, and it's just like
You can tell
weird.
something's wrong with him, and the fact that the council is so smart, they should have been like, because Yoda's like, something uneasy about him, I feel. And you're like, dude, you know he's an evil piece of shit later. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to need to, let's just pull the plug on this guy now. Look at him creeping on Padme, like on
Yeah.
Amidala. So, yes, I'm sorry, I take that back. I don't know why I just got so confused. Maybe just because sequels are confusing. Yes, I'm sorry.
Sequels are hard.
I will agree.
Also,
I will agree with
so
Orange is
Amanda.
hard.
I will agree with Amanda that I
Yes.
think that one has some very awkward. It's awkward. It's awkward.
So it's really hard because as awkward as it is in
Yeah.
some moments where it's like physically uncomfortable.
right.
You then
Yes.
have these moments that are actually really cool. They do like this big chase scene,
Yeah.
and then there are some really cool fight scenes with Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan, and then honestly, Count Dooku, Christopher Lee, he's great. And then you get to see all the clones. You meet Jango Fett. They go to Camino. That's all really cool.
Right.
And then at the end of the movie, once they're captured, there's this big fight scene in this arena
I remember
with all
that.
these Jedi and
You're
stuff.
right.
And that's also a really decent scene.
Yeah.
But,
you're right.
man,
it has some
this
salvageable
movie-
moments. Yeah.
This movie as a whole was just really brought down by how uncomfortable the scenes were with Anakin and Padme. And
Yeah. I agree.
just in general, it's just yucky. Like it's just he's creepy.
Dude,
She's weird.
I know we're beating around the bush. It's straight up rapey vibes, dude. So like,
It's weird, right?
It's
Because
hard
you-
to enjoy his character's portrayal in that. So,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like creeper,
Yeah.
uncomfortable, but then she's sexually attracted to this child. Like
Yeah, because he was like, what, 8 or 10 or something? And
9.
she was.
And
oh,
she was supposedly 14.
Okay, so a 5-year gap. And now what? He's supposed to be 18 and she's supposed to be 23 or something?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
something
whatever
like that.
the difference is. But
So, yeah.
it's still.
I guess you
it's still
take
just
about.
ew.
If I think, I will tell you right now, if they would have cast someone other than Hayden Christensen, I think that movie would have been better. I think he just didn't know how to portray a guy that loves a girl. I think that was weird.
I think you're right that he probably wasn't the best choice.
Yeah.
But I think that there's only so much he could do.
That's
because
fair. It's fair.
you have George Lucas, who was like, the script was crazy, but then he's directing it.
I know.
And
I know.
he's very insistent on like you saying the lines a certain way.
Right.
So, because you do see Hayden Christensen in Revenge of the Sith, he's much better.
Well, sure. And maybe
And-
that's experience on top of the fact that
Sure.
that's the darkest of the 3. So, like
And he wasn't like a lovesick puppy.
No, in this one he's
like
just angry. He's angry because they kill his mom, right? And then he just goes ape shit. Or is that the
That happens
second
in
one?
the second movie.
Okay, so you kind of see
But-
the turn. You kind of see the
Yeah,
turn,
number
but-
3 is where he officially like he's like at the end of the second movie is when you're like, uh-oh.
You're like,
and
yeah,
then
he's gone to the dark
the third
side.
movie, it's like, oh fuck, here we go.
Okay, all right. So we're 3 movies in at 23 minutes. I'm so sorry, guys.
Stop
Who gives a shit?
So
It's our show.
okay, so number 4, Good Will Hunting.
Funny.
No, I don't. That's like 1996 or something like that.
Number 4. Dolby.
Oh, it is Harry Potter.
Harry Potter and Chamber of the Secrets.
Okay, they just
Wait,
fly,
so that
they
was-
fly a car in that one. That's all I know.
So Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings had a sequel within a year.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, because 1999, right? Is the first Harry Potter?
No.
Harry Potter was 2000?
2001.
2001.
Damn.
Remember-
Wait, so did they
'cause-
come out every single year? They must have.
Probably.
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now,
Yeah,
dog.
But I feel like that wasn't the case. I feel like Half-Blood Prince and like Order of the Phoenix
They must have
yeah.
started spacing them out a little more because I
Sure.
do feel like there was more time in between each one.
Well, because think about it, they're kids. They're going to age, so you have
Mm-hmm.
to film them super tight, or otherwise things look.
But also, she wasn't done writing the books, right?
Sure, yeah.
yeah.
Was this a George R. R. Martin situation where they're like they're trying to work on the stories, but they're just getting the director's input?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay.
I think that by the time they started making the books, the
Yeah.
movies, I think there was at least 3 books out.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. But
I feel bad. I don't know enough about Chamber of Secrets. Do they play chess in that one? Are they on big chess pieces, or is that the first
I
one?
think that's the first one.
See, I don't fucking know, dude.
But no, okay, so in the second one, okay, let me see.
Ron Weasley just drives a flying car. That's all I know.
Yes. You learn more about who Voldemort actually is.
Okay.
And then they go under the school and there's like a giant snake.
Oh,
And-
and Peter can talk to Peter. Harry can
Wow.
talk to it.
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker can talk to the lizard.
Yes.
And Harry and they find out Harry can talk to it, right? Is that
I think so,
Right,
or
okay.
something therein.
because we knew he can
Parseltongue?
because we knew that he could talk to snakes in the first one because he messes with his
Yeah.
cousin or what, I forget what he is, but at the zoo.
Cousin.
Yeah.
Again, Harry Potter has such fandom that I understand why this is number 4. I am really surprised though that Star Wars didn't make number 1, but after we just described the movie, I guess it makes sense. Harry Potter though, at this point as number 2.
Because I know that the
don't
first
know.
Harry Potter was higher on the list.
Oh, first
Higher
Harry
than
Potter
4.
was
The-
number 1
The
or
first
2.
Harry Potter was number 1.
Yeah, it was number
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, okay,
Huh.
you got to think about it though. These 4 movies have been huge blockbuster movies.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Mhm.
it's not like they're coming out in a year where there's maybe only one big contender.
Right.
These are like all probably grossing enough to get the top spot if they had nothing else against it.
You're right. It's heavy hitters all coming at each other.
yeah, but they're probably not
Yeah.
all being released at the same time. Like
No,
Harry
No.
Potter, I believe, came out in the summers, and
S-
Star Wars always comes out in December.
yeah, and
Like-
I know Spider-Man was like May or something like
And
that.
Lord of the
so-
Rings is like
or
November or
yeah.
something. Like
Yeah. Okay. That makes Harry Potter. It's undisputed Harry Potter. It makes sense that why it's
Yep.
4.
Next, I remember my family really liking this one. My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh, was that a musical?
No.
Oh, okay. Never
No.
mind then.
I remember. I mean, this one was PG.
Okay.
But it was a comedy, and so of course that's why probably my family liked it. But do you remember the gimmick with like the dad that sprayed Windex on everything?
No,
Yes.
So like any ailment you had, any like problem you had, anything you need to fix, you just spray Windex on it.
Windex
And that was
on
his
it?
thing the
That's kinda
whole
funny.
movie. So I feel like that was like the lasting like thing.
is
from
that the
it.
one where she's looking and he like has his arm up? And,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
okay.
her whole family's behind her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I just remember that Joey Fatone was in it.
Yeah.
Oh, from NSYNC.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember it. That was one that like I feel like that was the movie that was always on when you went to somebody else's house.
Sure. Because it's like good,
Like-
it's like good, clean, funny.
Fair.
Yes.
Like
That's like what
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite was 10 years later. Or wait, maybe
Yeah, I
it wasn't
guess.
10 years later. Maybe it was only like 3 or 4 years.
It was not 10 years later.
I've
It's
never
cute.
seen it. Do you guys recommend it, or is it kind of like, dude, if you didn't see it back then, leave it in the past and
it
move on?
probably, it's probably still decent, but it's
Okay.
not going to hold up as far as like what you might find appealing at this point in your life.
Fair.
Maybe give it another 10 years, and then as an old
once
man,
once you're in
See-
the 50s, then you
right?
can
And then
enjoy
you'll be
it.
like, oh, I like this good, clean comedy.
That's
stuff.
funny.
I'm actually thinking that I might enjoy it more now that I'm older than I did when I was
Yeah.
young because I'm not. It's almost a chick flick, almost just a family
Yeah.
comedy,
Okay.
but it's about this woman finding love, and then it's more about this guy being accepted by her family, and then them having to deal with this family planning a wedding.
Got it. Okay.
And so, like, I think as adults, we just might find that stuff humorous.
Sure.
This was one of those that fell into the got a sequel but way too late.
Oh, what was the first one?
This was the first one.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the sequel called?
My
Big Fat American
big
Wedding?
fatter Greek wedding. I don't.
Okay.
I don't know what it was, or like my big fat Greek family or something like that. I don't
Oh,
remember what
see.
it was, but
Sure.
Amanda's looking it up.
But it was. But I know.
But it was like way later.
We've talked about films where they just, if you don't pull the trigger within a couple years, it just doesn't land the same.
Yeah. Yeah, and like
so it's just called. Sorry,
Go
it's
ahead.
just called My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And so the plot is parenting and marriage is becoming tougher and tougher. Not only has the relationship lost some of its spark, but they're also dealing with a rebellious teenage daughter who clashes with Greek traditions. On top of that, Tula, the woman, must contend with aging parents and an endless needs of cousins and friends. When a shocking family secret comes to light, the entire family makes plans to come together for an even bigger wedding than before.
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay.
I think what also made it successful was John Corbett was in it, and he was really popular at that time because of Sex and the City.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And he at the time, I don't know if he still has the hair. At the time, he just had that long, beautiful brown hair, and it just looks so nice.
Yeah.
You want to know what the big secret is in the movie? The secret that's going to tear the family apart?
Is she pregnant?
The parents, the parents were never actually married.
Oh.
The priest back in Greece never signed their marriage certificate 50 years ago.
Twist.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay.
What a twist.
All right. I'll still skip it. No offense.
That's fine.
Okay.
No offense taken. Next, Signs.
Oh, we've talked about did we talk about this on an episode? Joaquin Phoenix, I think, when we did his God, we talked about it for some reason. I don't remember why, but
No, we did M. Night Shyamalan.
that's what it is. Sorry, M. Night Shyamalan. So go back and watch our street cred of M. Night Shyamalan if you guys want to get the details.
Don't watch it, listen to it, because
Sorry.
watching it's really boring.
God
it's like
dang
staring
it.
at a wall.
I
You know
always
what?
say
You know
it
what?
wrong.
Try to watch it. See what happens.
Watch the embedded MP3 player or whatever it is.
Yeah, download Windows Media Player and just watch the.
Download Windows
Watch
95.
the thumbnail.
Okay, so Signs.
Yes.
I think that had shock factor for its time, which is why it was up there. Also, was this M. Night Shyamalan's follow-up to The Sixth Sense? So that's where I think that hit so hard. People are like, I gotta see what he's gonna do. And of course, I don't think it was as well received, but I still think it was decent. Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix, aliens, and corn stalks, right? Like, that's the movie.
Yes. I think it also was one of those ones where it was, quote, it was scary enough,
Yeah.
but it wasn't a horror movie.
It was
So-
a suspense.
Suspense, thriller kind of
Thriller,
thing,
yeah.
a sci-fi.
Yeah.
But I think that's partially also why it did so well, was because it wasn't like this R-rated splatterfest. It was quite literally just suspenseful. But I think that movie's really well done. I think the first time you get the payoff where you see the aliens is great.
At the kid's birthday
But-
party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I have problems with that movie, but as it is, I get why it made so much money.
Yeah, I think that I remember that scare. It was just a good jump scare. The aliens looked different compared to what we had seen in the past. And then arguably M. Night Shyamalan's twist stuff,
Yeah,
which happens.
The twist was the parents weren't actually married.
What a twist!
The aliens come down because they object. So
They're
that-
living in
yeah.
sin.
But I remember when it came out, 2002, I enjoyed it. I remember not hating that. I didn't give that one shit. I think I was like, okay, all right. All right, M. Night.
Yeah.
All right, Shyamalama. After that was Austin Powers in Goldmember.
Oh, so
I'm surprised.
it's awful. It's awful.
I mean,
Was
I
this
guess
the
I'm
second
not
one?
surprised that movie made so much money because the first and second one were pretty well received.
Dude, Man of Mystery and Spy Who Shagged Me are both like classics. They have funny jokes, like they have like iconic moments. I think that they were just trying really hard on the third one, and the humor was starting to change.
Honestly, it's not even that the humor changed. The humor just wasn't there.
Yeah,
Like you're right. They tried too hard.
yeah.
I
yeah.
think they were just
Actually,
leaning
did you-
on Beyonce.
Maybe she
Oh.
was a big star back then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she's still a big
Ashley,
star.
did you ever watch Austin Powers?
I saw the first one. I don't think I saw
Okay.
any.
You actually liked it,
consecutive
and I thought she was going to hate it, but I remember she was being like, you know what? That wasn't that bad.
ones. No, I
Yeah.
liked it, but I
Yeah.
have not seen. Goldmember.
Truthfully, you could be done with it.
Like fine. Honestly,
I would say-
I had no intention of continuing.
I'd still watch Spy Who Shagged Me because Heather Graham is actually funny in it. She plays off Austin Powers really well.
And then Mini Me, like Dr. Evil and Mini Me are really funny.
Vern Troyer, like that was his like big debut thing. I think you should watch it just for that. But I agree with
but
Amanda.
don't do Goldmember.
I would skip Goldmember. I agree with Amanda. The reason that probably had as much people watch it is because of the popularity of 1 and 2. When you go back, I don't think it holds a candle to 1 and 2.
Absolutely not. Chris and I watched them a few months ago.
Yeah.
The first one was great. The second one was pretty good.
Yep.
And then the third one, we were both just like, this is bad. Like,
yeah, fair. Yeah.
And I think you're right. I think Beyonce was a strategic choice, not the best choice.
Yeah.
She gives nothing to the story. And then honestly, Michael Caine as his dad
Yep.
works.
Yep.
That does work.
I agree.
But then, spoiler, turns out that Austin Powers and Dr. Evil are brothers.
Oh,
And
I forgot about that element.
It's
of
like
the
a
story.
weird happy ending.
Yeah.
It's not funny. It's
Yeah.
not good. It Goldmember as like the new villain is just kind of cringy weird.
Yeah, I agree.
And then you just have more stuff with Fat Bastard, which by this point, like, I don't think like gratuitous fat jokes are hilarious. Some fat jokes are funny.
Yeah.
But like in Spy Who Shagged Me, the Fat Bastard jokes are gross, but they are funny.
Yeah, they have their
And-
moment.
But then by this movie, they're tired. It's like, okay, it's just the same jokes again.
Yeah, they milked it too much. Is the
Mm-hmm.
third one the one where he like farts forever, or is that the second one? He just keeps farting.
I don't remember.
Okay, doesn't matter. I'm surprised, to be honest, that was top 10 though. I'm
too.
surprised that was top 10 in 2002. Okay, where are we at? We're on number 7.
Number 8.
Oh shit. Okay.
Here come the Men in Black.
Ooh.
2.
Amanda, talk to us because you're
Banger.
a Men in Black.
Banger.
Men in Black. You're a Men in Black fan, so hit us with
Okay.
the reason why
So-
this is top 10.
Because early 2000s was the Will Smith era.
Fair.
I think that the first one is top tier. None of the other ones can hold a candle.
Yep, I agree.
This is the second one.
But no, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's not as good as the first one.
Gotcha.
But something about Will Smith with Tommy Lee Jones worked.
Yeah, I
like
agree.
100%.
Yep.
And then like seemingly people really liked Frank the Pug, like the dog.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then the aliens, like the Wunga, like people really like those guys. And so they are featured more in this movie. You have Rosario Dawson as the love interest character.
Yep.
Some of that works, some of it doesn't. I think I'm surprised to see it made the top 10, honestly, because I don't think the first one did. This, you could tell it was a bigger budget. And I think, Will Smith was just popular enough that people were willing to see it.
Sure. Yeah. I can
when
give you
did-
that.
When did Ali come out?
Oh.
2001. So
Oh, I see.
he's like
Yeah.
fresh off of his Oscar-winning movie.
Yeah, that makes sense. I 100% agree with everything that you said. I can't deny. I remember enjoying Men in Black 2. I don't really recall the story. Is that the one where Tommy Lee Jones forgets who he was? And Will Smith
Yeah,
has
so
to bring
at
him
the
back?
end-
Yeah.
Yes. So at the end of the first movie,
Yep.
he has Will Smith neuralize him.
Oh, that's right.
So then they he brings him back. I believe Patrick Warburton was his partner in the beginning of the movie.
Okay.
And then it doesn't work out.
Right.
But I believe this is the one that Michael Jackson's in, that he's like a Men in Black agent. He wants to be an agent. And he's like, I could be Agent M.
Well, wait, isn't it in the very first one they name him as an alien? like on
I
the
believe so,
screen or
yeah.
something like that? Like Zed like says like
Yeah, they had like
Yeah.
Madonna.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Ash, have you seen Men in Black 1 and 2?
Yeah, I think I've seen them all.
Okay.
maybe that was the first Men in Black that he says I could be Agent M. Maybe it's number 1. I don't know. I'll have to watch them again to
Yeah,
find
have
out.
to watch them again. What do you got for number 9?
Number 9 is Ice Age.
Dude, can I just say,
Yes.
I think from a Fox property, or was it 20th Century Fox, I think did that one, if I'm not mistaken. That was like out of nowhere. I don't think people were expecting, with Pixar being such the big like cheese, and Disney was partnered with them at the time, that Fox coming in and creating a decent 3D animated movie that also had characters that people still talk about today. Like John Leguizamo is oh my god, what's the weasel's name, or the sloth's name?
Scrat. Oh.
What's his name? It doesn't matter.
Sid.
Thank you. Like Sid, I thought was funny at the time. John Goodman plays the mammoth. Like you had
No, he doesn't.
who is it?
Ray Romano.
Ray Romano.
Oh, sorry, Ray Romano. Everybody hates Ray Romano.
Yeah, they do.
You're right. It is Ray Romano. I'm sorry.
Oh, Deborah.
I think that movie has a lot of moments, dude. Like, I don't know.
They are still making
Ice Age
spin-off
movies,
stuff.
dude. And like the beginning where the squirrel just chases the fucking nut forever in every single movie was phenomenal.
I feel like, honestly,
Yeah.
those squirrel scenes just speak to how entertaining, simple, nonsensical things are.
Fair.
Like, it doesn't have to be complicated.
And he has
or,
no dialogue.
or cheeky. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
Right.
it doesn't have anything that's like funny at all. It's literally just like the scenario is funny, and that's enough.
No, that movie hit. And I'm sorry if I keep saying Fox and I'm wrong. I thought that's what
No,
it was.
I think it is Fox's on Disney Plus now.
Okay, because it wasn't a dream.
It was
because you basically had Pixar and DreamWorks fighting each other.
Right. I feel like
over
it was
movies.
Ice Age, Shrek, and like Toy Story.
Yes, because
Yeah.
Shrek was DreamWorks, right? That
Yeah.
was
Yes,
their,
yeah.
Yep.
Ice Age was Blue Sky Studios, which ended up being acquired by Disney.
Oh, got
Okay.
it. Okay.
Okay.
And Blue Sky did close, so they are no longer making Ice Age movies, but
Dang.
Disney does still own the characters.
It's funny because I like that animation style that they did. Like I remember enjoying that one a lot more than others. But I that's the only kids movie on the list so far, right? Well, Harry Potter. I guess you could take your kid to that and be okay. But I feel like normally those kids' summer blockbusters, like one of them make it on the list. So Ice Age deserves it. I agree with that one.
All right. The next one is a musical, but it's a good one.
Oh, God, is there even such thing? Do I like it?
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera?
No.
Oh,
That was weird.
Is it really?
I'm so excited. I love Phantom of the Opera.
Chicago.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Oh,
You
okay,
don't
that is a good
remember
one.
I actually don't know if I've ever seen it.
Okay, you should watch it
Okay.
because the musical pieces are very like sultry and like
Okay.
it's not like big band. You know what I mean? Like
All right,
even
sure.
though it really is.
Big
I mean,
band.
it's the era, but like
Oh, is it like 1920s?
yeah, it's
Okay.
Renee Zellweger and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Dude, I'd probably enjoy that.
John C. Reilly, who's in everything.
Is it John C. Reilly?
Yeah, he
Oh.
plays Renee Zellweger's husband. So honestly, my thing about Chicago, I think it's really good. I love the way they filmed it. It's almost a film looking, but then it's almost Broadway looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
You guys sold me. I'll watch it. If it made what, top 10?
Yeah, it's number 10.
So
yeah.
if it made top 10 on the
It's
list,
very well done.
It's probably worth it.
Yeah.
It's probably worth it.
And it's about murders. So
Shit, gotta love that. Is it Chicago like which way did he go, boss? Which way did he go? Like gangster stuff?
yeah.
That's a Warner
Kind
Brothers
of
joke, like
flapper.
Looney Tunes, like because that's how they always acted.
I didn't know what your reference meant.
Okay,
But
that's all
I caught on.
Got on. All right. So Ash, we are almost at the mark. Hit us with a couple quick fire ones here since we made it through the top 10.
Okay. This next one we've talked about before. Catch Me If You Can.
Oh,
We've talked about it in Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep. Worth it though. Good
It's
movie.
good, right?
Yep.
Based on a true
Banger.
story, right?
Mm-hmm. Banger.
Good stuff. Watch it. Die Another Day.
Dude, I think that's mixed. I think some people like it. I remember enjoying. Is Kevin Smith in that one?
That's 007, dog.
Oh wait, I'm thinking Die Hard, dude.
That would be really funny, though.
I'm all over the
Kevin
place
Smith
on
in
this
a Bond
episode.
movie?
I cannot. Apparently, I've never done a street or I just had street
This
cred.
is street cred.
Jesus.
Apparently,
So-
I've never done a podcast before, and apparently,
Never.
oh,
So, Die
fuck.
Another
Okay.
Day.
Sorry, Die Another Day. Okay.
Was so bad. Like, it just jumped the shark so badly that was why we ended up with the Daniel Craig kind of Casino Royale reboot.
Stopped Pierce Brosnan's run.
Well, I think this was his 4th or 5th one, so like
Yeah.
he's done at this point.
Sure.
But it was just so universally panned
Okay.
that
Okay.
they were like, I don't think we can go anywhere from here.
Got it.
This is the one with Halle Berry and Madonna.
Oh, rough. I'm sorry, dude. Halle Berry, like, she's had some bangers, but there's also some doinkers in there. We should
This,
do a
honestly-
Halle Berry street cred.
Oof. This movie, I love 007 movies. This is a doinker.
Ouch.
Like,
Ouch. Because I know I was on a 007 kick, and I wanted to rewatch them all, but I've only seen GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies. What was the third one that he did?
The World Is Not Enough.
Yeah, The World Is Not Enough. Is that the one with
Denise
Richards?
Richards.
Yeah. See, I don't think I saw that one.
That's one where it's bad, but it's one where I had it on VHS, and so
Yeah.
I would just watch it over and over and over.
Okay.
And it's like it's so bad, it's enjoyable, but it's terrible.
Okay. Fair enough.
Honestly, you got to start at the beginning. Like Sean Connery,
Yeah.
Thunderball is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I need to go from the beginning because I haven't seen a lot of those early Bond films. So
Mm-hmm.
okay.
And
we gotta-
honestly,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
If for never having seen them, I think Austin Powers would be funnier to you.
That makes sense. No, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay, this next one we got to talk about, and then I'll do some quick fire. Scooby-Doo.
Oh.
She's gone.
Girl.
She's gone.
Girl, deceased.
Banger.
Okay. Yeah, but not because it's good.
Right.
Um.
Right. It's like a guilty pleasure.
100%.
Yeah.
It is not good at all. That movie was written by James Gunn.
Wow.
And I think he might have directed it, but I don't know. But it was written as an R-rated movie.
Oh.
He wanted to make an adult Scooby-Doo.
That's kind of okay.
And-
is that why it has those themes in it?
Yes, and
Yeah.
if it to me it really is similar to. Did you ever watch Club Dread, like the Super Troopers?
Yes.
People
Yes.
that it has that kind of almost storyline where somebody's killing kids at like a theme resort.
Okay.
So Scooby-Doo, yeah, it was not written for kids. That's
Interesting.
why the main love interest name is Mary Jane, and Shaggy goes, "Oh, I love that name," and then
Yeah.
like. There's all these like kind of tongue-in-cheek jokes because he had to take the script that was R-rated and cut it down
Oh.
to PG or PG-13.
What an interesting story.
Yeah, it was
Huh.
PG.
Wow.
So
R down to PG. How hard would that be?
Well, it's because people weren't ready
Yeah.
for Scooby-Doo to be adult.
Well, don't worry because they just made an R-rated Winnie the Pooh movie, so we're there.
Well,
I feel like
that's
they could
because it's
do adult Scooby-Doo now because the people who appreciated the cartoon are old enough.
Sure.
I think they could do Scooby-Doo like there's a series called Mystery Incorporated on Netflix, and it's like the season is one long story, and they're more adult, I guess I would say, but there's also one called Be Cool Scooby-Doo where it has kind of like zanier humor. I think they could easily do like a PG-13 Scooby-Doo that was still like funny and like kid-friendly enough, but also having current humor. I
Yeah.
think they could do it, but it's rough, dude. It's rough. Rowan Atkinson's in it. Freddie Prinze Jr. is Freddie and Sarah Michelle Gellar is Daphne. But the best thing to come out of that movie is Matthew Lillard as Shaggy.
Yeah.
I think that's iconic when you think about the movie too.
Yeah.
He's amazing as Shaggy. The animation they had on Scooby-Doo is terrible. It's terrible. I personally think it would have been better had they actually made Scooby-Doo look like the cartoon in this live action universe.
Like a Space
Right.
Jam kind of reversal
Yes.
situation.
That would have
Yes.
been cool. I understand that.
Yeah,
that
I
would have
agree.
been cool. Yeah.
Like, because it's like, if you're going to make it Scooby-Doo, it kind of sort of looks
Wait,
like
you're
Scooby-Doo.
telling me that wasn't a real Great Dane?
It's so bad. It's so bad. And some of the
Oh,
dialogue is
geez.
just so clunky and awkward.
Yeah.
It's rough.
All right. You could just end it at that, unless you have one that you want to talk about.
I just want to point out that we are 13 positions in, and there's been no Disney.
Wow. So is there
This
one
is
on the?
during.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. This is during Disney's kind of like, and
Lull.
so
Yeah.
this is when like Atlantis came out, Treasure Planet came out,
Right.
like a lot of those straight to VHS or DVD
So
sequels.
the next
so
one
like,
on the list is
Mhm.
Lilo and Stitch.
okay,
So
I don't remember Lilo and Stitch having as much notoriety as
No.
as the past ones too. So
no, I think Lilo and Stitch has held on
yeah,
as like
yeah,
a
'cause
cult
aren't they
favorite.
making a
yeah.
quote unquote
Live
live
action?
action alien movie.
Yeah, but it's fine. Lilo and Stitch is fine.
I think I saw it once. I don't know. Didn't care.
And yeah, it has its moments.
Anyway, I wasn't going to go into it, but I'll just shoot some out here. Triple X, Santa Claus 2, which was also Disney.
Okay,
Minority Report,
not bad.
The Ring,
Ooh, that's good. Ugh.
Banger,
Sweet Home Alabama,
not bad.
Mr. Deeds,
Uh,
Born Identity,
good, great.
Banger.
8 Mile.
Okay,
Mom spaghetti.
There's actually I could
Dude,
honestly I
Mom
could list a lot
Spaghetti,
of these
bro.
because they're all very well known. But
well, I
Yeah.
think I mean we tackled it. I know some of those were so iconic we ended up having to give them some time, but I mean I've seen most of them. I think I've seen most of them. Only I think 007 was the only one I don't think I've actually seen. Oh, and Chicago, out of the top 10.
Chicago.
You're out. You're out of here. Cool. Awesome, Ash. Thanks
Sweet.
so much for reading off your phone.
you're welcome.
Wow.
I say it every
Okay.
time.
What are the ones you guys are going to go back and what's one you guys are going to go back and watch?
I already just talked about it. You guys sold me.
Yeah.
I hate musicals. I really do. But if Chicago's decent, then I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Says the guy who was like, "Is it Phantom of the Opera?"
Okay. For some reason, Phantom of the Opera is one of my favorite movies, and it is a musical, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all.
It's
In
good.
fact,
It's good.
I used to listen to the Andrew Lloyd Webber soundtrack because I enjoyed that film back in the day.
You like Gerard Butler singing to you?
Yes.
Gerard,
The Phantom of the Opera is there.
sing to me.
Inside your mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
I'm not gonna rewatch any of these.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be honest.
Fair enough. That's okay.
You're not?
Just wait till 2003. Oh, wait. No, we're
What do
going
you-
back.
What do you think I should rewatch? Exactly.
Austin Powers.
Exactly.
Don't.
You should watch the first Men in Black.
I've already seen it, but that's not on the list.
Dang it.
Spider-Man. Rewatch
Nope.
Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Rewatch it
Nope.
with me. All
If
right.
I'm
Attack of
gonna
the
rewatch a
Clones.
Spider-Man, it's gonna be a Tom Holland. Sorry.
Fair. I like
Valid.
he's the best. Amanda and I talked about this. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, how we like separately, but I think that Tom Holland puts them together perfectly.
Yeah.
He does good.
Yeah.
All right, awesome guys. If you like what we got going on, I just moved into Pac-Man case.
Yeah, you did. You like my stupid content.
You like our silly content? Subscribe.
hit the notification bell.
Thank you guys for listening to another real awkward podcast of the Box Office Throwback, and we will catch you on the next download.
Bye-bye.
Bye.